Hi folks, this is my review of the giant Trance 27.5. This is the Trance 1. Spec on this bike is extremely high. Like I said, it's aluminium frame, full suspension, 140mm of travel front and rear. It's got the 1x11 drive chain on it, so you have just the one cog at the front there, and you've got 11 on the back. I've had a few comments on whether people like it or not. I think it's an advance that has been made. It's lighter, less to go wrong. So from a maintenance perspective and everything, it's great. For the gears, I haven't noticed any hindrance in not having the option of the larger cog at the front or anything. It's the uphills doesn't make a difference, and I hardly ever have to use the first gear at the back. Only on extreme cases, but it's so good, and certainly on the downhills as well. On the faster downhill, on say the fire roads, you're not going to really want to pedal much faster than the small cog will allow anyway, so I find it no problem at all. It has SRAM running gear, so basically it's got the SRAM 1x11 XO system on the back. Here we go. There is a clutch mechanism on it as well, so I wonder if I can come in close enough there. You see, yeah, you can lock out the rear derailleur, and that sort of tightens it up. It takes the slack out of the chain, and means that on some of the downhill sections again you're going to get less chain slap. But to be quite honest with you, what I've done so far, I've had no reason to use it, because the 1x11 again, it just doesn't chatter. It doesn't seem to clang up against the frame anyway, but it's there. I haven't used it as yet, so can't really comment other than the fact that it's there, but I certainly don't notice that the chain slaps around anyway. You've got a chain guard here along the bottom section, so that will protect the frame if it does actually hit, and so that's part of it as well. Like I said, SRAM running gear, so you've got the SRAM Guide RS brakes, hydraulic, amazing, very good. I've had to change the pads out already on it, certainly on the rear, because they were wearing down, but apart from that, that's just wear and tear, that's nothing. But they're superb brakes, no problem in the wet or the dry, no complaints. You've got the Fox 34 forks on the front, like I said, 140mm travel. They're coated with this gold coating. It's according to the specs, it certainly makes it a smoother ride, and you're not getting any complaints from me. It's very smooth. It soaks up bumps. Same with the rear shock here as well. It's the Fox again float shock absorber on the back, 140mm of travel. You've got your usual adjusters here. So you've got your sort of medium position, you've got your open position for downhills, and then you can put it on the firm then for uphills. Generally keep it in the medium apart from on the downs. When I put it up onto the open position, you've got your rebound and your dampening here, different settings. Still really messing around with that at the moment to get ideal, but what I have it at the moment seems to suit my riding. And the same with the front fork. It's air suspension on this side. Remove that cap, you can adjust the pressure, and again this side you've got the open position, medium and firm. So put it on medium, and then you've also got your rebound at the bottom here, so you can adjust the rebound on the fork as well. It's amazingly light bike, even considering the Trance 2. The weight difference is amazing. This is such a lighter bike. Wouldn't really think it. It's still the same frame. Whether the weight is in the wheels, they're still aluminium wheels on this, but incredibly light, very light bike. This is a large frame, suits me. So I got on well with the Trance 2 on the large frame, so I thought that I would stick with the large. It's got the dropper post, so you've got your little lever here, push that, and then you can drop the seat right down. And even on the large frame, I'm 5'10", so with the dropper post all the way down, there's no problem. I can sit astride the frame. It's very comfortable for me. You're looking at the riding position. It's very comfortable. You've got Giant have put the shorter headstock on, so it gives certainly more control on the descents. It's very positive, and I love the fact that it's just not cluttered. That the bars are wider, I think, than the Trance 2. I'm not entirely sure, but they certainly feel wider. You've got a positive response from them. Giant contact seat, again, it's nice, it's okay, it's padding there, it's very comfortable. And there's another aspect to the bike that I really like as well, is the thruaxles on the front forks and on the rear. I'll give you a closer look shortly of that, but it's this system here. You've got the axle that goes straight through the forks. Now it makes it stronger, I think, and certainly a lot easier when it comes to whipping the wheels out, and like I said, the thruaxle on the back here, and I will give you a closer look at that very shortly. There's the guide brakes as well. I'm very happy with this bike, not a problem with it at all. Again, I think I made a note of this on a previous videos of another bike that I had, but the clips that they hold the cables in with, again, seem to have lost one there. They're little plastic clips here, but I found an alternative. Cable ties, very simple, very cheap. You can get various different sizes, slip it through, clip it off, and then you won't lose them. But that's another thing about this, is that the cables actually run within the tube, so it's very tidy. Starting to slightly get a bit of a wear mark there, but it came with some little tabs that you can, clear little tabs which you can stick onto the frame. So I don't know whether you can see that, but you can slip them on wherever you get cable rub, and it protects the frame. I just didn't do it quick enough on that, and I wore it through a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a closer look at the thruaxle. This is it here. It's basically got a quick release, and you can unscrew it, and that's it. Simple as that. You've got the same idea with the rear. Here you've got your quick release. It's just a case of undoing it. Out it comes, and then you can drop the rear wheel. Again, simple as that. Okay, well, here's a closer look at the clutch system. Now, as I say, you've got a button here. If I pull the derailleur down, you can see here you've got a hole in the actual arm, and if you push the clutch in, can you see that? It sort of catches on the lip, and it locks the jockey wheels out, but it, it actually increases the sag on the gears on the actual chain itself. Now even if you bring it up to the largest cog, you see it actually increases the chance of the chain slapping up against the frame. So I'm not entirely sure what purpose it does serve on a 1x11 drive chain. We'll just slip that off again. There it's back in the usual tension, and you know, even on the largest cog there's hardly any movement. We'll put it onto the other one, and there we go, onto the smaller. But again, there's no chance of that chain slapping up against the actual frame, so it might be that, you know, the fact that it's a 1x11 just negates the usefulness of that clutch. But like I said, I don't know too much about it, so if you want to leave comments, do let me know, and I'll certainly test it out if I'm using it or explaining it wrong. But it doesn't really seem as though it's needed on this type of drive chain. I hope you've enjoyed watching this review of my new Trance. This is the Giant Trance 1. It's a superb bike, certainly enjoying riding it, that's for sure, and keeping it clean, giving it a good wash, giving it a good go over, but there's been no problems so far. I will be going back into the shop for just to get things checked over after a while, just to make sure that I'm staying on top of things. It's a great bike, absolutely. Thank you for watching, YouTube.